Hey guys, it's Jeremy here at Metal Music Meltdown, back with another video. What we have for today, guys, is a quick review of the new Hooded Menace album. Been really looking forward to this one as soon as I heard it was dropping. Big fan of this band, been following them for about the last 10 years or so. They're a death doom band based out of Finland. They were formed initially in 2007. And my introduction to the band was about 10 years ago, roughly. I think it was with the Darkness Drips Forth was my first album I heard from them. Their last album, Triton a Spell, most days is my favorite album from them, but I also really like Never Cross the Dead. That album rips as well from 2010. And they've kind of had sound changes over the years. Initially, they were just a straight death doom band, but the last couple albums have kind of transitioning more into inducing more melody into their music, and a lot of like 80s kind of galloping riffs and traditional metal elements, but still kind of maintaining some doomy riffs and some other elements that they're known for. And the new album is entitled Lachrymose Monuments of Obscuration. It just dropped on October 3rd, 2025 through Season of Mist. It's got 7 tracks in total, almost 47 minutes in length. Pretty cool artwork. It's got their traditional kind of logo, very eerie looking. And it's got like, looks like the graveyard with some ghost like figures coming out of the ground. Perfect album to start off October, to start the Halloween season. It's got those really eerie, spooky kind of Halloween, doomy vibes. And I really like this album. It's really cool, but a completely different sounding album than even their previous album. They've leaned even more heavily into that 80s kind of Merciful Fate, early like 80s heavy metal kind of vibe. They don't really sound a lot like a death doom band, a lot in the guitar tones like they did, but there's still callbacks here and there to that sound. But they've definitely transitioned their sound quite a bit from the previous albums. Really dig it a lot, but it's just a lot different. The opening track is Twilight Passages, just a minute instrumental, just take it or leave it. Pale Masquerade, and every song on this album is long, like every song's like 7 minutes, one's like just over 6 minutes, and the last song is almost 10 minutes. So there's a lot of long, lengthy songs on this one for sure. The first real long track, Pale Masquerade, really good tune, good different textures and guitar tones, and layering of different riffs, like 80s galloping riffs, some like doomy stuff, some mid-pace stuff, and then they creep it right down to this eerie kind of like doomy vibe. Really good opening song. Portrait Without a Face had a lot of cool string kind of textures in it, really adding to the atmosphere and the kind of vibe of the music. Really dug that song as well. Daughters of Lingering Pain was a really cool song. I really dug that one quite a bit. Very menacing, very dark and doomy sounding. Really dug that one. I'm not going to pronounce this. Lubrious Dance. Probably my favorite album, or song on the album, I should say. Had a lot of good different textures, a lot of transitions. They'd have these like really kind of eerie, kind of dark, sinister kind of passages, really slow, brooding kind of moments with these like really cool, low guttural vocals that really add to the atmosphere. And then they transition to like this nice galloping riff and a nice, more clean guitar tone solo. Really good song, one of my standouts. And then they did Save a Prayer, which is a Duran Duran cover. They did an interesting job of it. They definitely made it their own. They incorporated their own kind of style and vibe into it, which I really enjoy, because I hate when bands just sing a song from another band and just do it as it normally is. So they definitely put their own spin on it. Pretty cool cover. Not the best song on the album, but pretty cool. And then the last song, Into Haunted Oblivion, one of my favorite songs on the album, almost 10 minutes. Very haunting, very eerie. Definitely the most dark and sinister song on the album. Got a really lot of cool like synths and like effects going on. There's a couple spoken word parts in this album that I really make it even sound more sinister and demonic almost. It kind of reminds me of like Behemoth. Does those kind of spoken word, kind of demonic chants, if you will. Really adds to the whole vibe of the song. I really dug the last song on there as well. The production's really good on this. It's a Finnish producer. I'm not familiar with them personally. I don't remember any other albums I've seen with them producing on it. But he did a really good job. It's got more of that 80s kind of heavy metal kind of production to it, a little bit old school. It still sounds really good. The guitars are heavy. Everything sounds well mixed and well balanced in the mix, but just has a little bit of like an old school kind of vibe to it. But overall, I really dug this album. Definitely a different sounding album. My standout tracks would be Pale Masquerade, Lugubrious Dance, and then into Haunted Oblivion. Those are probably my three favorite overall. But the rest of the songs are pretty decent, really good. If you're expecting like old Hooded Menace, might be disappointed because this sounds completely different, but it's still good in a different way. Not my favorite album from the band. I think overall I still like Never Cross the Dead and the Tritonous Bell the best, my two favorite albums. But this is a really solid album. I really dug it. I'm curious to see what their next album is going to sound like, what direction they're going to take. For ranking out of 10, I'm going to give this a solid 8 out of 10. Really good album. Definitely one I'll be trying to pick up on CD. And yeah, if you like their earlier stuff mixed with some early kind of 80s heavy metal, but like early 80s, like Merciful Fate, King Diamond, that kind of stuff, maybe Bathory. Definitely check out this album. You'll dig it. And thanks for watching, guys. Let me know down below what you thought of the album in the comments. And keep it metal.